big ass moth. So I watched the Mothman Prophecies. I got this on my movie list from a Mr. Chris Stuckman, I believe, many years ago, and I finally got around to doing it because I'm trying to watch a lot of horror movies I haven't seen. I don't know if this qualifies as horror. It's creepy. It's really creepy, but it's more like a drama. But yeah. So first, like, subscribe, continuously watch the videos. The majority of people who watch this are people who are not subscribed for whatever reason. So if you're subscribed to watch, what the fuck? Anyways, so the Mothman Prophecies. I kind of love this movie. Things I don't like is I really don't like the early 2000s way of editing things. They had this goofy, like, slow frame-by-frame way of slow motion that's so bizarre to me. It definitely looks like it came out early 2000s. Like, visually, it's kind of ugly to me. But the story is so interesting. It is such a unique story. It kind of reminded me of that Nicolas Cage movie, The Knowing. I don't know if any of you ever saw that. I remember watching that movie, and by the time it was over, I felt like my brain just melted out of my ear. I was like, the horror girl closet predicted the future time capsule, aliens, angels, end of the world, rapture? That movie made no sense. And this kind of felt similar to that, where the Mothman, spoiler alert, is an entity that is there to deliver you prophecies of impending dooms, impending things that are going to happen, catastrophes. And these catastrophic events, I guess it is your job to try to stop them if you can, but then you get them about pretty much everything. So Will Patton plays another character in this movie, I forgot his name, great actor, gives a great performance. He gets like a catastrophe from, I think it's Peru, where 300 people die. So I didn't understand what the point of that was. Instead of getting a singular prophecy of wherever you're at, like Richard Gere's character gets a prophecy of the town that he's in, so he can do something. I don't know what he's supposed to do about Peru, but I think that the movie does explain it quite well, where you're not supposed to understand what they are or understand what the meaning of it is, and you lose your mind. I think that was an interesting point when Richard Gere's character, I keep forgetting his name, goes and he talks to the guy who wrote the book, and he explains that he lost his mind and lost his life and career trying to figure out what the meaning and the point of all of it was. I thought that was interesting. It's kind of like a higher calling. It could explain why people believe in God. It could explain the creation of so many mythical things that to different people it looks different. And people see phenomenon because there is something that we're not supposed to understand, some type of entity or entities. And some people see it as the Mothman. It's a legendary thing, but it could be a blinding light. It could be just a voice. It could be a person. I thought that was so fascinating that for whatever reason, an entity comes over and gives you a creepy prophecy. That scene where Richard Gere's on the phone with it, so creepy. Where he's like, he could predict everything. He's all-knowing. I like that it's a very intelligent entity. You're capable of having conversations with it, because at a point, I was thinking it was going to be some force, like the Force. I thought it was going to be a monster movie. I thought the whole movie was going to be about a town of people who see a literal half-man, half-moth thing, and you never find out what it is, but that's the movie. He's trying to investigate whether it does or does not exist. Kind of like the X-Files. So, it was better. It was more interesting. Mothman could take on Batman. Killer Moth, enemy of DC Comics. Laura Linney was great. Richard Gere was great. The character development was great. The mystery of it all was great. The ending was great. The fucking bridge collapsing, and he saved, out of 300 who were supposed to die, only 26 died, I believe. And I was like, he did something. I like that he didn't save everybody, but he saved enough to make it all worth it. I like his little romance with her in the movie, where it's not really a romance, but they're kind of hinting that it would be. Interesting. I didn't understand the scene where he saw his wife, or he's just losing his mind. But good movie, really good movie. I thought it was super fascinating, and I feel like it's very underrated. It has like a 56 on Rotten Tomatoes, so go check this movie out. I would give this a 4 out of 5. Fucking good. I love the title too, The Mothman Prophecies. I know there's a whole series of this, so I might check out the series, but I feel like it's bad. I barely heard about this movie, so maybe it's like the Hellraiser franchise. Anyways, on to the next horror movie this month, if this is even a horror movie.